share with you what even started my obsession, basically. I feel like that's what it's kind of becoming now. And what's my obsession with bucket lists? So it all started when I was going to school at Brigham Young University, Hawaii, and I was in a social entrepreneurship class, and they were talking about small businesses, and I at the time was also trying to create a jewelry design that I am very passionate about. And so I had shared with my teacher before my design, thought, hey, maybe she can give me some advice to what I need to do in order to get the jewelry design moving and produced. So there was one class where I came in and she had a guest speaker. And this guest speaker was an owner for a nonprofit organization called Pearls with Purpose. And this organization teaches women in third world countries the opportunity how to make pearl jewelry and to learn how to become self-sufficient and create their own business in their countries. It was a great organization, and I learned so much from that internship, which, there you go, it became an internship. After I graduated, I ended up connecting with this speaker who ended up becoming my friend and boss, and I ended up becoming an intern for them for about a year. So my job consisted of organizing flights and doing paperwork, helping them with their inventory and their website. And then one of my most exciting parts of my internship was getting to travel for them. I was able to be their salesperson per se. I helped with conferences, and I was a vendor and just traveled around and helped sell the jewelry throughout different like women's conferences, Rotary conferences, for hospitals. And it was a really cool opportunity and an experience for me to learn on how to network, meet people throughout the world, and even learn how to schedule flights and learn the perks about flying and getting rental cars and hotels. And it taught me a lot about traveling. And so this particular friend or boss, I'm not going to say her name, but she is a huge adventurer. Like, you see where she's been and the things that she's done, and you're just like, wow, like she's an inspiration. And I've always been adventurous, and I've always tried to have fun, and I've always been a dreamer and a goal not lister, but a goal maker. And I thought I was like, doing pretty well in life. And after meeting her, I was like, dang, if there was like a scale, I'm down here and she's up here. And so there was a time when we were chatting and some opportunities came, and I was like, how is she gonna like be able to go do that, physically or like financially? Like, how's that gonna even be possible? And she taught me something very valuable. She said, just do it. It's one of those things where opportunities come into your life, and either you can stop yourself from doing them, or you can find ways to make them happen. And yes, not everything is like easy to accomplish or even convenient, but there's so many opportunities that I think we stop ourselves from taking because we're afraid of spending too much money, or we're afraid that it's gonna be too scary or physically impossible, or we're just like, I don't know, I'm uncertain about the whole thing. I think we lose a lot of chances in our life of experiencing and growing because we stop ourselves. And with her saying that and actually seeing her practice this concept, I thought, wow, I think I'm missing out on a lot of chances to do some really amazing things because I'm stopping myself. Like, mentally I'm thinking, oh, I can't pay for it. Or like, oh, I think I'm too scared right now to do it. I'll do it another time. And I've lost opportunities because of that. And so seeing her practice this advice helped me to be like, okay, I want to do that. I want to make a bucket list. I want to do things and accomplish things now instead of waiting for them to just fall into my lap. Yes, it takes motivation. Yes, it takes some effort, but you know what? It's always worth it once you can just check off something off your list. And so, through this company, one of my goals that I had been wanting for so many years, and I just kind of never found the right opportunity, or I stopped myself. I'm not sure what the reason really was, but one of my goals was to go to the other side of the world. At that time, I'd only been to like Niagara Falls for like one day, and then I had been maybe to Mexico. I can't remember if that was before or after everything, but my dream was to go to the other side of the world. And so the way that things just beautifully happened is they were holding a conference in Australia, and I was selected to go with them for this company and sell their jewelry at a Rotary convention, like a worldwide Rotary convention. It was incredible. Like, I met people from all over the world. I networked. I had fun. We extended our trip. That's one thing we did that we just took advantage of the opportunity. We extended our trip for 1 week. We decided to go to New Zealand for 3 days. And I was checking off lists or items like it was nothing because of this opportunity. You never know what can happen. You just have to be prepared for when opportunities like this happen and jump on them, because it changed my life. I really feel like it changed my life. And one of the things now that I do that's a tradition that came from that trip was every birthday I try to achieve one bucket list item. Not saying I don't do it throughout the year, but my birthday is always one that I want to at least achieve one item. And so far I have. In Australia, we ended up going during my birthday. And so for me, I counted that as my first one. I said, you know what? Happy birthday to me. So I ended up going to the other side of the world. And then we went to Hobbiton in New Zealand. I'll share a little bit more about Hobbiton later in my videos. But I went to Hobbiton, and to me, that counted as achieving some bucket list items. And so now I have this tradition that was created from that trip, where every birthday, like I said, I achieve one goal. And since I shared that tradition with my friends, I've had so many other friends start it, and now they're achieving so much more than I think they would have before. And sometimes it's just planting that little seed, or just even that idea, knowing that you can live life to your fullest. Like, don't stop yourself, have fun, make those goals and dreams happen. And so, I need to thank my boss for that, because she honestly was an inspiration. And to this day, I can say I have done so much more now than I did ever before. And I feel like now that I have this mentality, I'm going to forever in my life continue to push hard to make my dreams happen. And when I say dreams, they're not all big. I mean, that was a big example. But like, I have things like simply making pasta out of scratch. That's a tiny thing. You just got to get some flour and eggs and watch a YouTube video. But I've never done it before. So I figured, why not add that to my list? And, and then of course I have my bigger ones. Like I want to travel to the 7 wonders of the world, and I want to go to all 7 continents. And since I've made that goal, I am so close to achieving one of those. I have a trip planned. I'm so excited. I have a trip planned to go to Peru and go visit Machu Picchu. I'm going to do both of my goals. I'm going to go to another continent, and I'm going to a 7th wonder of the world. And that's going to make number 6 continent for me. So yes, I still have Antarctica, hoping to go on a cruise sometime. But wow, ever since I made that goal, I went from like not being to the other side of the world and only being in North America. And this started, I think, in 2014, to now going to be hitting my 6th continent. And that's because of this idea of a bucket list. This idea of a bucket list pushes you to go outside your comfort zone and make your dreams a reality.